Yellow Jackets come buzzing into home plate against the Saints. Thomas Jefferson and St. Albert, who hit on all cylinders. AL continues to knock it around as well. One Lynx reaching new heights. And speaking of the Knights, the Falcons play small ball and score big. Winning scores hard to come by for Abraham Lincoln. The Lynx wind it up against the Wolverines. TJ makes another pitch to the Monarchs. The Jackets reign supreme. Hard-charging Lewis Central attacks the Hive, who gets stung.
Hi, I'm Matt Brophy.
And I'm Zach Williamson, both part of the TJ baseball team.
And the Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now we start with some softball and the tale of two coaches at St. Albert the other night. The Saints' Melissa Fedoni back in the saddle after taking a year off, and Thomas Jefferson's Shannon Stussy riding off into the sunset after this, her 6th season. And then there's the teams. TJ comes up the hill with just a couple of wins, and St. Albert, just 3. The Jackets run-rolled the Saints 17-6 earlier this season. Now the home team leads it 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Bailey Clark smokes one to the gap. The sophomore's first of 2 doubles. Now an error loads the bases. Wild pitch, run, hustles in, and it's 2-0. Mary Casson draws a walk. Another Saint marches in. 3-0. Kendall Biggs rifles one to the wall. Make that now 6-0. Everybody hits. Jordan Scott drops one in. 1 run scores. Here comes Speedy. Biggs slides in. 8-0 St. Albert. The Saints send 14 batters to the plate. Almost. Clark to the fence. Carve out 7 hits. The home team scores 11 runs in the inning. And that's something to tweet about. St. Albert rips 12 hits overall. Jazz Nelson, some sweet music in the second. 12-0. Now they call it after 3 innings. The St. Albert just sticks it to Thomas Jefferson. 12-0.
It was a 100% team game. Like every single person got in and did something and contributed. And it was one of those things that before the game, my pitcher said, you know what, my arm hurts, I'm not going to pitch today. And I said, well, we need you to at least start and try. And if we have to take you out, then we will. And we just needed the girls to see that she's going to go out there and try as hard as she can for them.
That's been kind of how we've rolled all year. When you're not mentally tough, you can't stop that bleeding. And when you don't stop that bleeding, they run. And they should run.
What's the difference compared to last year?
I don't think there really is like a difference. I think we just all are getting along, and we have our pitcher. You know, our pitcher got hurt last year, so. But we have like a lot more pitchers this year also who can come in and pitch.
It's even more than just competing. We have to have the mentality that we can do it and that we have the heart to leave it all out there on the field. I know I come out every single game and put everything on the line. I've had 4 knee surgeries and fought to come back, and that's what we have to have. Every single one on the team.
If we get on the same page, if we get mentally tough, if we say, you know what, you're going to throw a strike on me, it's coming right back at your face. We'll be fine, because literally the girls know it. They're young, but they know the game. They know it.
I feel like we can beat anyone when we have all of our girls on and we're on. We're as good as anybody, and I feel like we can compete. It's just have to get that into their heads so they start believing that too.
St. Albert wins its 4th game of the year, the last 2 coming against Thomas Jefferson. And 2-win TJ, while the Yellow Jackets, like the Saints, continue to look for answers. The Falcons continue to find the answers. St. Albert and Kemper in a rematch of last year's playoff game. But first, AL goes deep once again when we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank. Hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
That's low and below. Seriously.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
I don't know what's gotten into the Lynx. Abraham Lincoln continues to impress. AL keeps winning as well. Val Halligan's club riding a 9-game winning streak heading into that homer against Sioux City West. Now the Lynx already waxed the Wolverines 11-2 at their place in early June. Here's IWTV student Frank Prazen.
Abraham Lincoln taking on the Wolverines of Sioux City West. Scoreless bottom of the first, Lauren Nansen hits a bomb to left. The junior breaks the school's single-season home run record with their 13th home run of the year, putting the Lynx up 1-0. Sioux City West puts a couple runners on in the second. Sam Meetson hits a hard liner back up the middle, driving in 2 Wolverines, visitors on the board 2-1. Later in the inning, Dana Roth settles down, striking out Riley Byrne. Bottom of the 6th, Abraham Lincoln down 6-3. Kaylee Damgard draws a leadoff walk. Later, Dana Roth rips one to right center, bringing around Damgard and Nansen. AO cuts it 6-5. Mercedes Hart steps into the box. The sophomore lines one to the wall and left. It drives in the tying and go-ahead run. 7-6 Lynx. Abraham Lynx storm back to win it by the same score of 7-6.
What's one really great positive about this team this year is that they know how to win, they know how to come back, they know what to do. Sometimes they wait a little long, but they get it done. So that's the important part.
I felt pretty awesome. It was good. I was hoping to get the team jump started and score some more runs.
For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Frank Prazen.
Thanks, Frank. And then there's the Titans. Lewis Central not far behind. It seems like LC is there every year. The Titans with another 20-plus win season and still going strong. The Lynx lose out on a Missouri River Conference title at Sergeant Bluff-Luton as the Warriors take it to Abraham Lincoln, winning 9-2. Val Halligan's team still sitting pretty at 22-5. Thomas Jefferson and St. Albert just 6 wins between them, both looking to the future. Showdown time at Citi Field. The surging Titans and the resurgent Yellow Jackets. Next up, Hawk 10 showdown at St. Albert after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sports Med partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child. Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live United. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone is brought to you by Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, serving customers with dine-in, catering, takeout, banquet room, and more. Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, home of the Thursday night taco ride.
Last time I saw the Falcons face the Knights, Kemper struck out St. Albert in the 2013 Sub-State Final. But it's a different year, different teams. The Falcons ranked 6th in Class 2A, and the Knights, nowhere to be found. Now the second season is just a couple of innings away. Jeremy Petrie in St. Albert needs to be playing its best ball. The Falcons knocked off the Knights 6-0 at their place earlier this season. Josh Hecker looks sharp early, the senior right-hander. Strikes out 3 in the first 3 innings. Bottom of the second. 1-0 home team. Hooch Johnson sack bunt. Everybody's safe. The Falcons first and second. A walk loads the bases. Jake Petrie grounds out to second. Johnson scores. St. Albert leads it 2-0. Looking for more in the third. John Myrie. Thrown out stealing. Kemper gets one back in the fourth. Joe Moore, a shot to short. Comes up throwing, off target. Reese Snyder comes home, and it's 3-1. Now the Falcons get it back in the 5th inning. John Myrie lays it down. The home team 8 hits overall. Safe, bases loaded. Aaron Schleishman, wild pitch. Will Van Solden hustles in 4-1 St. Albert. Hooch Johnson, suicide squeeze. It works, 5-1. Now the Falcons commit 3 errors in the field. And this one in the 6th allows a run to score as the Knights cut it to 5-3. Timeout for this dance break. Josh Hecker goes 6 innings. John Myrie going to the 7th. Strikes out 2 as St. Albert holds off Kemper 5-3.
Our pitching was pretty solid. You know, we can't make those errors against good teams. We were able to get some timely hitting, but Josh on the mound was very effective, and then John came in to shut it down.
Felt like you had your good stuff working early, and then it kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah, my arm got tired after about 80 pitches or so, and I just tried to stick with it, and my team had my back, so we just had to do what we had to do and win the game.
Came out real focused because I was over at third and I heard him giving a pregame speech, so we thought they were going to be pretty pumped up. But we came in focused up, but after the 5th inning, I think we slacked off a little, got settled on our lead, and can't do that. Just got to play all 7 innings.
With the playoffs looming, where do you need to be? What do you need to grow on?
We need to be firing on all cylinders. We can't make these errors. We can't make these mistakes against these good teams. It's going to come back to haunt us. Our defense is generally pretty solid. Our pitching is usually pretty solid. And we can win a lot of games with pitching and defense, but we need to play error-free baseball.
The Falcons run their Hawk 10 conference record to 11-3, tied for first with mighty Harlan. Meanwhile, at Abraham Lincoln, the Lynx just trying to hang in there. I mean, it really hasn't been that much fun for James Larson and the guys this year. And all they can do, just keep on fighting. Here's IWTV student Jake Wright.
Abraham Lincoln battling the Wolverines of Sioux City West. Top of the first. Ground ball to short. AO only gets the force. Visitors are up 1-0. Still in the first. Bases loaded. Link starter Jacob Titus walks Matt Henry, brings in the second run. Visitors are up 2-0. Junior right-hander gives up another free pass to the next batter. His second of 6 walks in the game, still in the 4th inning. With 2 outs, Austin Esler pops one up. The ball is dropped. It's now 4-0 after 1. West still rolling in the 2nd inning. The Wolves with 1 of 6 hits in the game this inning. Brandon Swanson to third. Scores on a bad throw. The Wolverines take a commanding 5-1 lead. A little later, Colby Hill drives one to left. Cole Ragland makes the catch, doubles up the runner at second, gets the Lynx out of the jam. Bottom of the 4th, Ryan McDermott gets plunked in the head. Hale loads the bases. Moments later, Wolves pitcher Tanner Wabaugh with a wild pitch. Alex Barrett in from third. Abraham Lincoln is on the board. Up 5-1 in the 6th. Sioux City West, Tanner Wabaugh smacks one up the middle, giving the Wolverines a 6-1 lead. The Lynx bring in Alex McGee to pitch, looking to stop the Sioux City West rally. Top of the 7th with bases loaded. Another wild pitch brings in another run. The visitors increase their lead 7-1. Last chance for AL. Cole Ragland scores, but that's not enough. Sioux City West outscores Abraham Lincoln 7-2.
You know, our struggles were evident in today and reinforced again as to what our struggles are, giving guys runs and not scoring enough runs. You know, it's a situation where we talk about every day. We practice situations. In order for us to be successful, we have to limit our mistakes, make them earn everything, and then we have to put ball in play with runners in scoring position. We didn't do that.
I think we do some things right, but we have that one hard inning in the first. But if we can get rid of that and keep the errors down, I think we'll be a pretty tough team to beat. But if right now we're just making too many errors.
They were throwing some off-speed pitches, just keeping us off balance. It was kind of tough to get a rhythm.
Abraham Lincoln comes back to win the 2nd game of the doubleheader, 11-1. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Jake Wright. Now, here's Matt Corum.
Thomas Jefferson taking on Denison Schleswig. Jackets gunning for their 9th win of the year after only winning 8 in 2013. Bottom of the 2nd, TJ jumps on the Monarchs early as a double by Jacob Jones brings in 2, and the Jackets take an early 2-0 lead over DS. Bottom of the 3rd, and errors plague DS early as a wild throw from the second baseman frees Matt Reyes from the pickle and allows Clayton Starner to score from 3rd to extend the lead. The very next batter, Jake Meyer, hits what looks to be a fly out to center, but the fielder loses the ball in the sun, allowing another runner to cross home, and after a 4-run 3rd, it's 6-0 TJ. Monarchs struggling to find the plate in the 4th as a wild pitch allows McGuire mid-kick to score from 3rd. TJ pushing their lead to 8 as they pull away from Denison Schleswig. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th, and the Monarchs walk in the 9th run for the Jackets. Thomas Jefferson wins 9-2. Head coach Keith Midkiff after the W.
Starting to hit the ball a lot better. Matt Brophy, in his last 21 innings, he's only given up 2 runs, so he stepped up big time for us as a pitcher. So
we had good pitching tonight. Matt Brophy came out and threw a gem.
We had hitting to back them up in about the third inning. We went out there and played as a team, and it all fell in our favor.
Senior Matt Brophy records 10 strikeouts, only giving up 2 runs in his last 21 innings, but his best play may have been a stellar tag at home.
Me and my catcher worked on that a few times just because it happens a lot if you miss a ground ball. Luckily that guy went because it didn't get very far away from my catcher.
The win is TJ's 9th of the season after securing just 11 in the previous 3 years combined. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Matt Corum.
Thanks, Matt. Up next, our play of the week, a 4-bagger that helps bag a big win on the other side.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
You know, we can talk about the records all we want, but it's true. When 2 city teams butt heads, throw the records out the window. Now, Lewis Central is hot. The Titans have won 13 straight. And Thomas Jefferson? Well, the Yellow Jackets have already won more games this year than they did last. Here's IWTV student Zach Harper Blunt.
Battle in Council Bluffs as the Titans and Jackets face off on July 5th. Top of the first, Josh Jones hits an easy single to left field. The throw is over to the third baseman's head, and Caleb Shudak comes in to score. Titans drawing first blood. TJ down 2-zip in the bottom of the first. Jonathan Love up the middle. It's bobbled, and the run scores. It's now 2-1. Josh Jones would prevent any more runs from scoring at 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning. The senior would have 10 strikeouts on the day. We move to the 5th. The visitors' Joel Thompson rips one to shallow left. Peyton Messling hustles around to score. Lewis Central grabs a 5-3 lead. Not much later, Austin Simmons grounds one to the left side. The throw to second is off target and allows 2 more Titans to score. LC cruising now 8-3. Still in the 5th, Peyton Messling chops one to the hole. The shortstop picks it up, and the throw to first is not in time. It's 9-3 Lewis Central. The Yellow Jackets buzz back. Bottom of the 5th, bases loaded. Brendan Anderson launches it to left. Grand slam, and that is his first home run of the year. Jackets back in this one, trailing by 2. TJ down to its last at-bat. Jacob Jones, a bleeder to center, and the run cuts it to 9-8. Next batter, Zach Lacombe, a clutch base hit, and Matt Ray is rounding third and comes all the way around to score. It's tied at 9. It goes to extra innings. Bottom of the 8th, Matt Brophy, deep fly to right. Zach Williams tagging at third. Thomas Jefferson comes all the way back and stunts the Titans 10-9.
Yeah, you know, we were down 9-3. We needed a big hit. We battled hard to load the bases, and then Brennan Anderson came up, put a good swing on the ball, and got a hold of it and hit it, got 4 runs with 1 swing.
Usually nine runs should win a game, and our pitching staff didn't hold up. But TJ hit the ball well, so you got to give them a lot of credit. Again, we need to just go back to basics, shake this one off, come back, and hopefully we get back on track Monday night.
We're going to use this hopefully to gain some momentum going into districts. That's a big win for us. This week we got doubleheader with Sioux City East, doubleheader with Sioux City West, and a doubleheader with St. Albert. So we got a busy week ahead of us, and we're hoping to win some ball games this week and continue moving in the right direction.
TJ snaps LC's 13-game winning streak. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Zach Harper Blunt.
Thanks, Zach. How about that? There is something different about TJ this year, and it's showing on the scoreboard. LC still a solid 21-7. And the Yellow Jackets, how about that? Now in the double digits in the win column. Good for the Jackets and their new coach. Abraham Lincoln just trying to hang in there. St. Albert and Coach Petrie gearing up for the second season. Now it's time for our Play of the Week. Brought to you by Buena Vista University. Hero time for Thomas Jefferson. Down 9-3. Brendan Anderson smokes a grand slammerino. The Yellow Jackets score the game's last 7 runs. TJ comes back to stun Lewis Central 10-9. Jackets junior Brendan Anderson with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Earn your bachelor's with face-to-face classes right here in Council Bluffs. So, wind them up and let them go. That's the way we roll here on the BSZ. Another show is here 1 minute and gone the next. In this, the dog days of summer. Now remember to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.